we have been joined by somebody who's actually written a book very recently about a very vulturistic act, and I think that we'll definitely talk about that as well, how he's actually trying to play a role as a member of the society to raise concerns about problems which we have within the society. He's none other than Mr. Asif Nazir, who's a writer and a motivational speaker. Welcome back. Hello, how are you? Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
What's your idea of building a prosperous nation?
Shazad, first of all, I would appreciate for bringing this topic here in discussion. It's a wonderful topic to talk about. And secondly, if you're talking about the great nations, all the great nations, they have one ingredient in common, and that is education.
Okay.
All they work on education, and they have got a great system of education. Without literacy, your country cannot prosper. And you see that all we 5 people, we are sitting from the different walks of life, and we had some contribution, and again we have one thing in common, and that is education.
Yeah.
So without education, country cannot flourish. One thing, and this is what ideal we are talking about. And now, as we are more concerned about our country, my opinion about our country is that apart from this education, one thing we seriously need to work on, and where everybody, we should not expect from the government that they should do everything. Yes, that's their job, but we as a nation, as a society, what we need to do is to at least do what we supposed to do.
Okay.
And what we are paid for.
Okay, and I think I want
I
think I want to talk about this too as well. We wanted to discuss what they've actually done now, because we've asked, well, how do nations become great? But now we're going to ask them, what have they done to make a nation great? I mean, because when you have guests, you actually need to ask them whether have you done something or not. So have you?
Wonderful. It's a wonderful question, because as a nation, what we usually love to, we give examples, international examples, when it comes to our personal accomplishments. That's one of the great.
One of your examples in my hands whenever you talk about it. Yeah.
So this is one of the examples that this is book. And when on 4th Jan, this barbaric incident took place at Kasur, so I immediately visited the family, and then I felt this need that I should do something. So then I decided to write down a book. And on the 4th of August, we had inauguration at Islamabad Press Club.
Exactly, and you were here too as well.
Yes. So the objective was, in fact, that it's been more than 7 months now, and still their family is looking for justice. Still Zainab demand justice.
Yeah.
So this was one of the prime objective. And one thing more, that the country, we have seen that the developed nations, they actually develop their intellectuals. They work on their intellectuals, the thinkers, all they sit and they devise the solutions. Means if you have the right people at the top and they are devising the strategies, and then you trickle down those strategies, that's the way forward.
Exactly.
Means if you have question mark people right at the top of the different organizations and the state, you're not going to get the solutions. So this is one of the effort which I did. And apart from that, what I usually do, I'm basically a sales and a marketer. I am working with a pharmaceutical company. Apart from that, what I contribute is I usually visit the different universities, and there I deliver lecture, and absolutely free of cost.
Okay.
And apart from that, I have another leadership.
Imagine if somebody is working for a pharmaceutical anyways, why do you think, that he needs money anyways? Okay, it's great.
It's not about money only.
It's on a lighter note.
Yes, it's not about money. And apart from that, I'm also having a leadership club where I'm inviting the students, where I'm inviting people from the different industries, and we talk about the leadership. This is one of, again, a gray area we have, that we don't develop the leaders. Even you see the best of the leaders, they don't develop the leaders. What we love to do is we develop the followers, so that the people, they can talk about us. They are chanting slogans for us. So unless and until we are develop leaders in the different parts, in the political leaders, in the different organizational leaders, in the social leaders, religious leaders, we cannot prosper.
And this is what I wanted to talk about. That a lot of times when we take an initiative, we come up with probably an innovative idea, just to make sure that the idea works out. We need different partners. We need the media to actually play a role as well. We need the family to actually be very supportive. We want everybody to become one unit and then promote the agenda too as well, which I think we lack as Pakistanis. That we
I would like to add that that we need, this is one thing, means I especially feel that, as ma'am said, that this newly formed government now, their intention is quite positive.
Exactly.
But what we have seen, that on the different, the TV channels, what they usually, you just tune in a channel and after 10 minutes you just want to, you know, throw your head somewhere.
Yeah.
Means this is what we are talking about. Means we are spreading the gloom, we are spreading out negativity, we talk negatives. Means as a society, this is our responsibility. It's not the responsibility of only Imran Khan. Yes, the major part, but everybody needs to contribute. And if we cannot contribute, at least we need to talk positive about the different things.
Exactly.
Yes, we do need to criticize, but criticism must be constructive. It's not for this criticism for the sake of criticism.
Okay, I don't think, you know, when I think about the word criticizing, you know, I don't think that it can be constructive in any ways.
One thing, I'll use my voice, writing down the books, talking on the different forums, and not only talking about the problems, I'll present the solutions the best I could.
Amazing. And that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. Please make sure that you play your role every single day, every single hour, every single minute, every single second to make Pakistan a better place. Pakistan, Zindabad.